see. Hello, beautiful kings and queens. Hey, queen. How
Hi.
you doing, beautiful?
How are
I'm
you?
doing good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm doing good.
That's good, queen. I'm
I
sorry
don't
about
know
the
what.
joint and live thing, girl.
No, it's okay. I don't know what happened,
Yeah, this internet got my
but it's
mess
okay.
up.
We're here now.
Yes, how are you doing today?
I'm good.
That's good.
How are
I'm
you?
good, queen. Your day been
Thank-
good?
It's been good. No,
Good.
even if there was complaints, I wouldn't complain.
That's good. You look
Um,
beautiful.
Thank you. So do
Thank
you.
you, queen. Thank you, queen. So
How's your day been?
it's been busy, 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 but
Mm,
it's stuff getting
I bet.
done. Yes, queen.
Good.
So queen, Angie, girl, let's talk about this voice. Let's talk about you being in the industry, queen. So introduce yourself to the world, queen.
Okay, well, my name is Angie Fisher, and everybody knows me as Angie Fisher. I just recently got married a couple of years ago, so it's been exciting. But you know, I sing, I act, I write, I do a lot of things. I wear a lot of hats. I'm a mother,
Yeah.
so it's just you know, you life is a great thing, and
Mm.
it's all of what you make it to be. You know.
Yes, queen. So queen, so how long have you been doing music?
Oh God. Well, I've been singing pretty much all my life.
Mm-hmm.
So I got into the music industry professionally around 13, 14 years old.
Mm.
And that's when I was able to, I started with singing All God's Children. It was a gospel group chorus
Oh.
and well, more like a choir. It was ages ranged from 8 to like 17.
Mm-hmm.
And I was a part of that choir, and we traveled. We did an album, and that's how I kind of got my feet wet in singing professionally because we had to sign and travel, and we were young. We
Mm-hmm.
were not of age yet, so our parents had to sign contracts for us and made sure that when it was time to leave school early,
Mm-hmm.
that everything, all the paperwork and everything was good to go. So
Right.
that's how I really got my start in getting my feet wet in the industry professionally.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
Yeah.
okay, queen. Okay. So, being in the industry, how is it different from when you first got into the industry till now?
Oh goodness, the industry has changed
Mm-hmm.
completely.
Mm-hmm.
When I first got into the industry, there you would have never thought of social media. It was never social media.
Mm-hmm.
It was all about just meeting people in person, and you know they had certain things in place versus now you can promote your own stuff.
Right.
You can do your own thing however you want to do it. Well, back then it was a lot different, because you know you're trying to get signed, you're trying to do all these things just to be in the industry professionally, but it's like you had to kind of roll with the punches, as you will. But now you can kind of do your own thing and be your own creative director and be your own, you know, your own thing. So
Right.
a lot of things have changed in the industry, even when it comes to selling your music. Even, you know, it went from you had your cassette tapes.
Right. 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 Pass
And then
it.
you went from
Right.
cassette tapes to CDs, and then
Mm-hmm.
you had the CDs. I mean, if we want to go all the way back, it started out as, you know, your regular albums, like
Mm-hmm.
your 45s, and you know. But the thing is, it's evolving,
Right.
and you just kind of got to go with the flow. Now, it used to be a big thing about downloading
Mm-hmm.
music. Well, you don't really have to download; you can stream it.
Right.
You know, so things have changed, and you just kind of got to go with the change, whether you like it or not. Is This is what it is. So you deal with it
Right.
and make it work for yourself.
Absolutely. I agree, queen. So,
Mm.
queen, let's talk about assumptions and fallback, girl. First of all, girl. Every woman can relate to that song. Yes, Queen, you did that. Fall back,
Thank
fall
you.
out, fall back, fall back. Girl, that's my
You know,
jam,
they're
girl.
both relatable. They're
Yes,
both relatable.
yes,
You
Queen.
know,
It's so relatable. So, Queen, so tell me the process of you creating those beautiful songs, Queen. Yes.
Well, I could tell you about that particular process. Me and B Slade, that's my brother. That's, that's my boy. We rock
Shout out to B
hard.
Slade.
And
That's my baby. I love him.
shout out to
Yes.
B. Yeah, that's my brother. And like it was one of those things where, well, the producer, Javon Day, goes by Mr. Clinic. He was the producer for the music.
Okay.
And he sent me these tracks. There was nothing on it. It just sent me the track. And I said, well, I like this music. I like the way it sounds. It feels good. It feels warm. I need to figure out how to go about approaching and what I want to really talk about.
Voice. Your vocals, girl, on the track. I was like, girl, fall back, fall. I love it. I just love that song. That's my favorite.
Thank
song.
you.
Yes, Queen.
Thank
yes,
you.
Queen.
I'm glad you like it.
Girl,
I'm glad you like it.
Yes, girl. I
always want to.
Yes, Queen.
Yeah. Oh, good.
Yes.
Good. Well, I always want to really talk about things that if I haven't been through it, I know people that have been through it. And so I played the tracks for B, and he was like, "Oh, Ange, I like these." I said, "Those are nice, huh?" So let's because at the time I was already in the studio with him. We were working on some other music, and I just happened to play these songs. I mean, these the tracks, and he was like, "You want to do it? You got time? Let's write them now." I said, "Let's write it." And so Assumptions came first. We wrote to Assumptions first.
Yes.
And we were just sitting there, just kind of vibing and talking about things, life, people, circumstances, situations. And I just started writing. And in the very first verse, I wrote the very first verse to that because, you think about certain people that are dealing with that particular situation, and it's like you want to blame somebody, but you don't have all the proof. And then you want to, so you kind of, you're thinking about all these things that me and B, we just started writing out stuff, writing out ideas. And we just went with the flow. And so we actually wrote and recorded those 2 songs the same day. Yeah. So we just come from a place of, and it's never, it's limitless. It is completely limitless. So we just talk about whatever comes to mind. And there's really no real process. It's just whatever you're feeling. He's a viber. I'm a viber. So we work really well together because it doesn't have to be this way just because somebody else wrote a song a certain way. We do our own thing, and we feel where it's going. Wherever it's going, that's what we do. And so that's how both basically Assumptions and Fallback came about. And we just went with it. So, but I always want to come from a place of just being relatable. Things that people have dealt with in the past, people that are dealing with things now, because you want to be able to feed where people are. And everybody's going through something, but I know for sure I've gone through certain things, and I've gone, and so has B. And so we just try to pull. I have a friend that called me not too long ago and told me a certain situation she was going through. And I was like, oh, that's a song. You know what I mean? So, it's like you just pull from certain things and you just make it your own, and you feel it and you go with it.
Absolutely.
And that, yeah.
Absolutely.
So that's how the process really is.
And it's such a beautiful process because, girl, you got it, Queen. You got it. I'll be trying to sing all that. And I'm like, where were you last? I was like, I ain't gonna try. But yes, Queen, you did that, Queen. Yes, Queen.
Thank you.
So, Queen, what other projects are you currently working on besides those 2 that you just brought out to the beautiful world and the platform?
Well, I have many songs that I will be releasing. I was actually talking to B not too long ago. We may just get back in the studio and do some more stuff. See, Fallback and Assumptions, that was recorded a long time ago. A lot of people don't know that, but that was recorded a while ago. Yeah. So, but that's just how it is. Seasons, different things. You don't always release songs when you first do it. Sometimes it's just. I'm just all about just trying to see what else I can pull up and hopefully, write and see what happens. 'Cause you just never know. You never know. I don't want to say, oh, I'm working on this and then it doesn't come out, or I'm doing this and then it does. So I'm kind of just going through the process. I want to be able to just really focus on these 2 songs that I just released and really be able to you know, feed what people want. And I love the fact that I'm getting great feedback on both songs. I mean, I have several people that have reached out to me and said, I love Assumptions, but that Fallback is amazing. And then you have other people that have reached out to me and said, girl, I love Fallback, but Assumptions, that's my song. So it's like they can pick and choose what they really choose, you know, what they really like and what they're really vibing with. But I'm glad that a lot of people are really feeling both songs, you know, and you have the visuals to go along with it.
Yes, yes.
You know, you have the videos to go along with it. So that's like a, you know, that's just like icing on a cake.
Yes. I always love to see my Black beautiful kings and queens, like how you put hubby in Assumptions.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yes.
That was beautiful.
That is my husband.
Yes. Give us real life. Yes, queen. So
That's my husband. And you know, that's how we met. We met on the road working together. We did the Love Jones musical together.
Yes.
And it just, our story is just is not like your average regular story. It's such a beautiful situation, only because, you know, this was my very first tour, acting wise, that I wanted to just really go in. I hadn't toured in so long because I wanted to stay home and really, I had a baby at the time, and I have an older son, and then I have my son, my youngest, and I mean, he's 10 now, but back then I used to tour and travel with artists all the time. And so it was like I was constantly working. And then once I had him, I said, let me just kind of slow down and focus on him and my other son. And it just, when this call came to do the Love Jones musical, I had a major part in the play itself. And I said, I want to go for it because I've always wanted to act in. And I've acted in different plays before, but not on a major, you know, stage, not on a big stage. And so I said, I'm going to go for it. And so I played Josie, which was Nina's best friend in Love Jones. And that's how I met my husband. He was a part of the cast, and we just hit it off. We talked and just talked and talked more. And then, you know, his whole thing was, well, can I pursue you? Can I pursue you? And I said, sure. And a year and a half later, we got married. So, yeah, I was not focused on that. When I went on tour, I was more so like, okay, let me work. I want to, you know, get into it and really work hard, and hopefully this will lead into some other things. And here he comes and sweeps me off my feet. And
beautiful.
It was beautiful. Yeah. So, but yeah, he plays my love interest in Assumptions in the video.
Yeah.
And
yes, I noticed it when I said, yes, queen.
I'm jumping on him. Oh yeah. But see, he acts and I act too. So it just kind of worked. And I said, babe, you know, you want to be in the video? He was like, yeah, what I need to do? Just come on, let's do it. Let's make it happen. Beautiful. And so we just made it happen. So yeah.
That's beautiful. That is so beautiful. So queen,
thank you.
Tell me how important it is to have confidence in the industry and to stay knowing who you are in the industry. Tell me how important it is, especially being a woman in the industry, because it's always competitive. But how do you stay in your lane and maintain, you know, the self-respect, self-love, and knowing who you are? Tell me how important it is.
You have to have confidence, but you also have to have self-respect. You have to love yourself. You have to have boundaries, and you just have to know what you want and stay focused on that particular thing. In the industry, it can hit you. It can hit you pretty hard. And because you're meeting different people, you're meeting different situations, and you don't ever want to compromise your integrity and compromise, you know, where your focus is. It's just, it is difficult, but you can get through it. I've gotten through it. You know, you've got to just keep pushing. I'll never forget, I was meeting with a label. This was years ago. And one label exec, I'll never forget, one label exec and I'm not going to say anything about who this person is, but it stuck with me to this day because they said, you can really sing. And you're a beautiful woman, but you're too dark.
The ignorance. Mm-hmm.
The ignorance.
Mm-hmm.
And I got in my car after the meeting was over. I got in my car and I cried all the way home because I said, how dare you? You know what I mean? Over the color of my skin. You say I'm talented enough. You say I'm beautiful enough, but I'm too dark. And so you deal with those things, though. That's a part of life. And that's a part of what you know, and it's like, okay, you know what? Let me get over it. I'm going to go over this hurdle. I'm not going to let this stop me because of a comment or a statement. I know who I am. And I walk in faith. I walk in the boldness that God gave me. And I'm going to continue to move forward no matter what, because I know what God gave me in my dream. I know what he told me, and I know what he whispered to me. I know the visions that he has for me. So you can speak whatever you want. Doesn't mean that it's not going to happen because you feel a certain way. That's your own personal issue that you have to deal with that has nothing to do with me. You know what I mean? So I have to just you have to keep going. You have to continue to pursue. You have to stay focused, and you have to really lean on God and your strength in him to continue, because it's hard. It is not an easy situation. That's anything in life. But you have to just maintain your integrity, no matter what. Maintain your integrity, because there's going to be doors that will be open because of the fact that you have favor. Sometimes it doesn't have anything to do with the talent per se. It's all about, you know what, there's something about that person that I like. I can't really put my finger on it, but you know what, I'm going to pick her or I'm going to choose him. And it's because of the integrity and your favor that's on your life. So that's what keeps me going. And that's what keeps me just moving forward, you know, being strong and having strength and staying encouraged. Sometimes you do have to encourage yourself. Definitely. And as long as you do that, and you'll be fine. You will be fine. You just got to pick yourself up and just keep going no matter what.
Queen, I needed to hear that. That just did something to my heart, girl.
Because there's so much in everybody. Everybody has something to give, and it's not your own. You know what I mean? This was something that God planted in you a long time ago before you were even thought of, and you have to walk that thing out, no matter how hard it gets you, because there's other people that's connected to that. You know what I mean? So you have your own thing that you do, Queen, and you are supposed to walk other people through whatever gifts and talents you have. It's not just for you, it's for someone else. And so I always keep that in mind. Like, it's not really about me. It's about what God gave me for other people. So I have to not be selfish. I can't be selfish, because there's people that are connected to me, people that I may not even know, people that I probably never even met before, and you too. You know, all of us. We have something that we have to give to the world, and we have to stay on task and stay encouraged no matter what, because it is hard.
It's hard, very hard.
Queen,
thank you so much. First of all, I'm very, very honored that you are even speaking to me. Thank you so much. This means a lot to me.
No, thank you for having me.
Yes, Queen. And secondly, it's some important jewels that you just gave us, and I hope the world really took that in, because it's a lot of times where we all, as people, feel like giving up, feel like saying whatever, throwing in the towel. But if you have faith and you walk and you try to do the best you can make it. So I'm so glad, Queen, that you shared that with us. That's beautiful. So, Queen, I want you to tell the world where they can pick up your singles, you know, the projects. Just talk about everything, Queen. So the world needs to know who you are, Queen. So go ahead for me.
Okay. Well, you can go to my website, Angie Fisher Music, and you'll be able to see whatever. You can click on my music. Fallback is on there. Assumptions is on there, along with the videos. My social media handle on Instagram is Angie Sings, as you know, ANGIESINGSS. And then on Facebook, official Angie Fisher. And then on Twitter, official Angie Fisher. So, but you go to my website, you can click on, everything is there. If you go to my website, Angie Fisher Music.
Yes, 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 Queen. And Queen, before you get off, I want you to let the world know who you rocking with right now.
Well, you know, I'm lovely, Mother Earth.
Yes.
All I can say is thank you,
Thank you.
Queen, so much for having me here. And this is not going to be the last time.
No.
I so appreciate you. I love your spirit. You're such a sweetheart.
Thank you, Queen.
And I wanted to say this too, for those that are discouraged, that are thinking about their age, that's not a factor. It's not a factor. It's way beyond what you can imagine. You have to keep pushing. Don't worry about your age. Don't worry about how you have not accomplished certain things that you set for yourself, because it's about God's timing. It's about the right time. It's not about what you think in your head it should be. Well, I should have been further along. I'm this age, I'm that age, and I should have accomplished this. It's not about what you think. You set goals for yourself, and you're hoping to accomplish those goals in a certain amount of time. But sometimes you have to wait. You will never know when it happens, but when it does happen, then you know, oh, okay, that's why. But don't focus on your age. Don't focus on the fact that you did not accomplish certain things within a certain amount of time, because it's about the right time.
Absolutely. Queen.
Timing is everything.
It's everything. Yes, Queen. So, Queen, I want to let you know, thank you for talking with me today. You continue to be the light. You continue to bring beautiful music out to the universe. You continue to use that gift God has given you, Queen. And just continue to be the dope, phenomenal woman you are, Queen. Thank you for talking with me.
I will. Thank you so much. And I appreciate you. Thanks again.
Thank you, Queen.
You have a good evening.
You have a beautiful, blessed evening, Queen. Thank you.
Okay. God bless.
God bless. Bye-bye, Queen.
Bye-bye.
So thank you all for tuning in with Mother Earth. Thank you. So you all have a beautiful, blessed weekend. Sunday, I got a super dope treat and surprise for everybody. I got another celebrity guest coming on with me Sunday at 4 p.m. So you all have a beautiful and blessed day. You know, continue to keep your head up. Continue to have faith. Continue to be you. And continue to pursue great things. Set your goals and achieve them. Success does not happen overnight. It takes consistency and it takes time, but you will achieve and you will make it. So, hi, beautiful, blessed people, kings and queens. I love you all. Thank you. Bye.